Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today we're going to find out what January holds for you, what you can expect, what kind of energies or situations that may be coming your way. So I need you to pick one of these two piles, whichever one you gravitated to first. You can watch both of them if that's what you're called to do. The timestamps will be down in the description box below. And remember that I also do personal readings, so if you want something that is catered specifically to you and not generalized for the world, the links are down below as well. So I'll see you in your reading. Group 1, welcome to your reading. So let us see what you can expect in January of 2026. Earth magic, nature, rituals, and charms. So you can expect being outdoors more, creating rituals, habits, possibly even a schedule for yourself to follow so that you are more organized with your time. I see more grounding. So if you have been maybe all up in the clouds or like a whirlwind going from one thing to another, January will be a time when things sort of slow down, especially since, the holidays are over, New Year's is over, you're starting to settle into a new energy. And technically spring is the new year, so you still have time in case you need to work on something that you haven't done. And also to build new habits, so that by the time March approaches, when the new year actually starts, it can also be like second nature to you already, right? So January is a great time, let's say, to sort of end old habits and slowly start into something new, create a new schedule for yourself, ground yourself, so then once spring approaches, it's so natural for you that you can just continue, your rituals and schedules and stuff. So it's more grounding, it's more natural. I feel like some of you will want to turn into more natural ways of being, possibly even healthier eating and diet. I'm hearing exercise, working on yourself, building yourself, because 2026 is a new year, not just a new year because 2025 is leaving, but it's a year one in numerology. So I think that a lot of people are feeling that sense of, F it, this is it, like I can't take, or live how I used to live. I need to do something to change this now. I think a lot of people are feeling that sort of energy, and they want to shed away all that past crap that used to be, which is good and beneficial, right? Because you want to shed away everything that doesn't serve you. You got Skyfire, messages, channels, information. So January will come with some sort of insight. Maybe it's a message from someone you've been wanting to hear from, or even something you didn't expect. It could be insight as in like an epiphany or a moment of enlightenment where you suddenly get that answer or that solution, or even a random thought that opens your mind up to something you didn't even think of before or thought was possible for you, but that idea came to you and now you want to act on it. January could be an interesting time where you get some information, whether you expected it, needed it, or didn't even think about it, it will come to you. You got Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, origin. Yeah, so a new beginning is coming your way. And I feel like it's not just for you, but for many people. Like I said, people are becoming, I think, more in tune with what their body needs, what the earth is trying to say. It's like all this politics and control and corruption, it's like it's so it's such dull energy that you don't even want to partake in it anymore. It's like people are slowly turning away from all that crap and becoming something more within themselves. It's like they're seeking and yearning for something more real, something of quality, something genuine and true and honest. Inner child. Some of you could be connecting with your inner child, possibly knowing, and maybe even like the things that hurt you before are starting to surface and you can't hold it down anymore, you can't bury it, you are forced to now face it. And welcome that. Okay, no matter how awkward or uncomfortable it may feel, welcome it, because that is your soul trying to release something that doesn't serve you anymore, that needs to be let go. So whether that is you needing to seek therapy or talking to someone or journaling or just being present in that feeling, allowing it to surface, see what it needs. Okay, your inner child is still a part of you. Your child self is still in there, and it wants to talk to you. It wants to tell you how it feels. So allow yourself to be in the presence of that emotion. Okay, and try to find a way to release it in a healthy way. So that could be maybe if it's anger or something, going to the gym, right? That could help. Journaling, just releasing all those pent-up emotions and resentment and anger, all of that onto a page, clearly stating why you feel the way you feel, what happened, what you wish could have happened. And I'm not saying like in a negative way, like you want to hurt someone, but just maybe you wished to get comfort or to be acknowledged or to be heard, right? So just journal everything out. No one needs to see this. This is privately only for you, so be as authentic and honest as you possibly can be. And then you can, burn the paper somewhere safe, of course. You can create a little ritual for cleansing yourself, like scrubbing salt on your body inside your bath, or doing one of those egg cleanses, saging yourself, doing breathing exercises, meditating. Just create a little ritual that helps you heal, center, and ground yourself. Okay, you got Aquarius energy here. So you can expect something, I feel something surprising, right? Because Aquarius people are a bit strange. So something surprising, maybe it's that message that comes to you, the information. This could also mean that maybe in January you come across an Aquarius that enters your life, and if you don't want an Aquarius person coming into your life, it could also mean someone that contains that sort of energy. I'm hearing that this could be twin flame energy, where they come into your life in order to help you learn something that will benefit you later on, and they might not permanently stay in your life, but they're just there to sort of guide you through some sort of process or help you realize something about yourself, right? Because twin flames, they are mirrors. And if you find your twin flame and there's things about them that really annoy you, that's the thing you need to fix inside of you. Okay, they are mirrors. They reflect of who you are. And it says hold your vision. So don't abandon your goals or your hopes, your dreams. Okay, be focused on what it is you need to do. Don't allow distractions to get in your way. So January will be a time for you where maybe you start planning something. Maybe that's the ritual that you take part in, right? Planning out your idea, the stages you need to go through in order to get to where you want to be. Yeah, there's something really surprising and interesting that will be coming to you. Something that actually makes you happy. Um, I'm hearing new insights, new experiences. Maybe something you've been waiting for or yearning for a long time. It's like a part of you, even though, let's say, you generally are content and satisfied with your life, right? Sure, everyone feels like there's always something missing. But I mean, like, you're not like in this desperate, hateful, spiraling, your life is destroyed way. Even if you are happy, something will come to you that sort of fills a part of you. That maybe even helps you see things in a totally different light, a totally different view. Okay? Because this is just like, if you watch Night Before Christmas, when Jack ends up in Christmas Town, this place always existed. It was right there. But he was oblivious to it. He never went that far into the forest to see those doors, to fall into this world, right? So this thing always existed. It was right there. But his perspective shifted, and he found something amazing and thrilling, and something that kind of fulfilled some sort of part of him that was missing, right? Even though in the movie that's not really what he needed, right? He actually needed to be satisfied with himself and find love and things like that. But this world made him see things differently from what he was used to. Okay, so that is what January could be for you. Yeah, so it really seems like some interesting and exciting things are coming your way. You got the Nine of Presents, which is Pentacles. So like a wish fulfillment. It's like you're getting gifts, and not just like physical gifts. This could be anything, any type of abundance. This could be a bonus at your work, some sort of inheritance, creating a new family, right? The steps towards it before it becomes like permanent and grounded and rooted. It seems like you're going to find ways. I think with this new insight, you're going to find ways to fix, mend, or heal certain aspects of your life that you sort of either abandoned, ignored, buried. But it's like you're going to take the time to start to take the steps towards actually healing this once and for all. Because you're going to be frustrated and annoyed of keeping this with you all the time when it has been damaging for your life. Maybe it's baggage that you kept bringing along to every relationship you had, or maybe it's something that prevents you from living the life you want because you're being constantly triggered, reminded. Maybe you get the flashbacks, or you have trust issues, whatever it is, but it's like you're going to work on this in order to not be triggered, in order to heal and better yourself, because new opportunities are coming your way. They're going to surround you, and you're going to notice that you can't move forward and you can't accept those opportunities because of this thing that you still need to work on, because it won't be compatible with each other. I'm also hearing working through your fears. Yeah, your mind is going to be more sharp and focused. It's like suddenly, like a fog has lifted, and you're going to be able to see things for what they truly are. You're not going to participate in the things that you used to, because now you have a plan, now you have a goal, you have your sight set on something more valuable and more of purpose to your life. Yeah, there's a lot of work that you will be having to do, but you're actually, I think, going to enjoy the process, because you're going to see how little by little you start to shed away the things you don't need. Or if you're working towards something, you're going to start to see the progress that you start to build up on. You have the moon here, so keep paying attention to your intuition, right? The moon also is a time when you don't see everything clearly. That's why you need to use your intuition in order to see beyond what your eyes can't see, right? It's like wearing a blindfold and sitting still in a room, and someone comes in and you can't see them, but you heighten your senses in order to feel where they are in the room, where they're moving around, right? Your hearing becomes heightened. So that's what this time will be like, where you won't be able to see everything, but you're being asked to use your intuition in order to see more than what your normal five senses would be able to tell you. Okay? And you got the Lovers. So some of you could be finding new love in January. Others could be creating partnerships, maybe professionally. You could also, because of the work you're doing on yourself, you could be bonding with yourself more and starting to love you for you, right? Who you are, what you have to offer. And it's interesting that both of these cards have a full moon in them. And also the hill and them too. And it seems like they're in the same pose, except in the moon they were further away. You can't see them except their silhouettes. But here with the Lovers, it's like if these cards are connected, it would mean that something from the shadow is coming to light. And because it's the Lovers, it could mean that someone, and this information card, it could mean that someone comes out to you and confesses how they truly feel. Maybe with this childhood card here, maybe it's someone from your childhood, like a, what do they call it? Childhood sweetheart or whatever. So there could be some sort of confession, something coming to light. And that's what might surprise you. That's something that maybe you didn't even realize or think of before. And when they confess, maybe you start to open your eyes and think, oh my gosh, this is the person that I could always depend on. This was, maybe it's like your best friend, or a friend that you're really good with and you have really like a good energy and vibe with. And then this confession allows you to now open your mind up to possibly having chemistry with them, you know, being a little more intimate. Okay, so group one, that is all I have for you today. I hope this message resonated. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, as that helps other people find the message that they need. And check out the links down below where you can follow me on my socials. You can support me, get a personal reading, and much more. So see you guys next time. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. So let us see, what does January hold for you? What can you expect in January 2026? Focus on children, pregnancy, birth, adoption. So some of you could either be giving birth in January, some of you might be conceiving, others could be, this could be like a new project you're working on, new ideas, some sort of new start. It could even be you nurturing yourself and starting to be more kind to yourself. The angel gate, cleansing, protection, and blessing. So some sort of healing and protection. Some of you might lose a person or people, and I don't mean like death-wise. I mean like they might walk away from you, they might ghost you, things might not work out, even if it's a job or whatever it is, just something might not work out, but that is because you're being protected from them or from a job or whatever it is. Because you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. All you know is what is portrayed in front of you, but you might not have the full view of what truth really is with them. So if you end up being fired, or just something in your life happens where you feel bad that it's ending, know that it's because you're being protected. Because whatever that thing is not for you, it's not good for you. So allow it to be cleansed out. Okay, remember that New Year starts in the springtime when everything awakens. It doesn't start in the dead of winter. So this is still, January is still energy of things being removed, cleansed away. Okay, so don't feel too bad. You can mourn it, you can grieve it, whatever it is. You can feel angry that it's ended. But keep in mind that something bigger, something that sees you in a maze, that sees the exit points and everything, that all-knowing energy sees more than you do, and they know what is better for you, okay? So just learn to accept it, go with the flow. You got the Mother Awakens, compassion, nurture, guidance. Interesting. So you got focus on children here with the Mother, and then the Mother Goddess here. Compassion, nurture, guidance. So this again talks about being kinder to yourself. Stop overwhelming, overanalyzing, talking bad, putting so much pressure on yourself. Okay? You can see here, there's a door that is opened where her heart is, right? And a rainbow going through it. So be more mindful, be more loving towards you, towards yourself, towards others, more compassionate, more nurturing, humble yourself. Something will awaken inside of you in January that I feel like you haven't felt in a while. I'm getting the image of a heart of stone turning into like a normal, organic heart again. You're going to be reminded of who you truly are, of your kindness, of the spirit that you truly are. Wow, we got sexual arts. I'm hearing exploring yourself, and not in a lustful way, but in a divine way, of appreciating and loving your body, of being in tune with it, of connecting with that inner goddess or God within, right? Your divine masculine or divine feminine, and just exploring yourself while you're feeling that divinity. Or if you have a partner, a consensual partner, exploring each other Again, not in a lustful way of I just need your body, but in a divine way where you feel each other's soul through the physical. Okay, taking your time, doing, being a little more slow burn. How teachable are you? So there's something that you're going to be taught in January, some sort of lesson, but it's telling you to stop being stubborn, because there are things that you still need to learn, but it's like your stubbornness or pride might be getting in the way. So that's why it's asked as a question, how teachable are you? Allow yourself to be taught. Allow yourself to accept constructive criticism or compliments, whatever it may be, because that is then what is going to help you achieve more, by learning from others, by learning from experience, by allowing others to tell you, their feedback on something. Libra, this is balanced energy, right? It could also be karma that comes forth through you. So if you've been a really good person to other people, if your intention was to help, to provide, to love, but you've been getting burned all the time, this is now a time when things start to shift and it's your turn to rise. It's your turn to get the good karma because of how much you've tried and you showed up when others didn't for you. This could also be someone that is a Libra that comes into your life, whether it's sun, moon, or rising. It could be someone with just characteristics of a Libra, right? But it could also, I'm hearing, it could also tell you to stop being indecisive and start to understand yourself more and what it is you truly want for you. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Especially in the sexual arts. I never understood how people, especially if they're married, how they could have a bad time, whether it's in the bedroom or in their life, when those two people should be in total understanding of each other. And it's because people do not communicate the real stuff with each other. They hold back. Maybe they feel embarrassed, which is impossible. Like if you're willing to marry this person, that means they should know you in and out. All your toxic traits, all your red flags, whatever it is, they should know you and still want to choose you. So there shouldn't be any topic under the sun or beyond the planet that they or you feel like you can't talk to them about. Okay, that's how aligned people should be if they're willing to get married or be in a long-term relationship. So remember that communication is key to everything. Know your boundaries, know what it is you value, what you want, what you don't want, what turns you on or off, whatever it is, communicate everything. Because then you're going to be on the same page and no one is going to feel like they're being misunderstood or that someone might be doing something against their wishes. No one is fully psychic or telepathic yet. So until that happens, you need to voice it. You need to communicate. And both parties need to truly listen to each other. There's still work that needs to be done. You're not out of whatever this is yet. You need still to work on something. You need to prepare your mind mentally for the work that you have to do. Because the beautiful parts, the rewards of life, sometimes do need sacrifice, okay? I said this in my previous video, nothing in life that is fast, quick, or easy will be of value or enjoyable or last a long time. It's going to end quickly, it can end badly, okay? So if you want something of value that is authentic, genuine, then you need to do the work on yourself or in that thing, okay? It's like wanting to be an entrepreneur, you're not going to do it overnight. You're not going to get millions overnight. You're not going to get customers overnight. It's going to take time to build. But sacrificing maybe fun or other things that you want to do for that dream, being consistent and present and wanting it, seeing yourself at the finish line, that is what is going to then take you to where you need to be. Some of you might want to quit whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you're not going to see the rewards right off the bat. You might even want to change whatever it is you're doing. For example, if you are going to college, you might totally change your mind because you now are starting to see that this thing isn't fulfilling you anymore. So there's going to be aspects of your life that you will want to stop or that you're starting to doubt. Yeah, you might see that you're not getting the rewards you want. Or possibly you feel that karma is not on your side at certain times in January, and that is because of what sort of energy you're putting out there, what kind of intention you're putting out there. For example, someone that helps other people, other people might see that as they're good, but their intention is, if I help this person, they're going to help me later, right? So the intention there is a transaction, so that's not good. So the intention is everything. Okay, so be aware of what you're doing, why you're doing it. That's why I think the Mother here awakens with the heart, is to remind you to come from a place of love, right? To come from a place of kindness, of respect, of compassion. Yeah, there's going to be new and interesting opportunities and experiences for you in January. Something that sort of wakes you up. This could be a new job, a new relationship. I feel like there could be jealousy or some sort of arguments or something, but the thought that I got was, don't tell people what you're working on or doing, because not everyone has good intentions. Not everyone will share your enthusiasm, even if they show it, even if they seem like they're happy for you. Their energy will be something different, and it can jinx or prevent whatever you're working on from lifting off the ground. So don't overshare or tell people exactly what you're doing. Keep it to yourself, keep it secret until it's time that you can, it's finished, you can post it, you can sell it, you can advertise it, then they can know what you did. But in the meantime, they don't have to know a single thing. They don't even have to know you're working on something. Okay, be secret, be mysterious. Yeah, so there's new, it's interesting, I said there's new and the Fool is underneath. There is a new spark, a new project idea, new inspiration, something that is ignited in you in January that helps you start a new path. Something that can set springtime into action for you where things start to pick up more. Okay? Also remember that sexual energy is creation energy. So this doesn't have to be sex related, but just creation energy, right? So for you guys, this is all about creating. This is something artistic, something that you're working on, like your baby. It doesn't even have to be a literal baby, but just that sort of project that you put yourself into. Okay, so it could be interesting, but just remember to keep it to yourself, work on it, have the patience, and be dedicated to it. Okay, so group 2, that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help this message reach people that really need it. And don't forget to follow me on my socials. All the links are down below in the description box, where you can also support me and get a personal reading and much more. So I'll see you guys next time.